Good morning everyone, this is Angelos Zittis from IronFX bringing you the morning comment for the 29th of June. EU leaders near migration deal. EU leaders seem to be nearing a new deal regarding the migration issue in Europe. The deal could include increased security and strengthening of border patrols, setting up more holding centers, speeding up the process for asylum, and overhauling rules for distribution. The overhauling of the rules for distributing migrants could include relief when a receiving country is overwhelmed with an inflow of migrants. The latter was a key Italian demand, and the overhaul could be interpreted as a win of the new Italian government. On the other hand, the impact of the news on the German political stage remains to be seen, and a reaction of Germany's Minister of Interiors, which is an ally of Chancellor Merkel, would be of special interest. It should be noted that deep division remains between more liberal governments on the issue like Spain and France and conservatives like Hungary. The euro jumped on the news and we could see it strengthening even further upon additional positive headlines about the issue, especially from Germany. During today's Asian morning, EURUSD broke the downward trend line incepted since Tuesday and touched the 116.40 resistance line. Please note that should the market favor the short USD positions as it did yesterday, the pair could enter a bullish market. Currently, we share the view that the common currency could strengthen even further should there be further positive news regarding the migration issue and positive euro-related financial releases later on today. If the pair finds fresh buying orders along its path, we could see it breaking the 116.40 resistance line and aim for the 117.15 resistance hurdle. Should it come under selling interest, we could see the pair aiming, if not breaching, the 115.50 support line. JPY weakens against major counterparts. A weakening of JPY against a number of its main counterparts was evident during today's Asian morning. Analysts consider the drop to be caused by the rapid depreciation of the Chinese Yuan. It should be noted that Japanese and South Korean markets dropped, while on the contrary, Chinese markets such as Hong Kong and Shanghai climbed on the final day of the quarter. Please note that even today's positive financial data releases, such as the drop of the unemployment rate, were unable to support the yen. If there is further depreciation of the yuan, we could see the yen weakening. However, Chinese officials may try to stop the yuan depreciation. USDJPY strengthened yesterday, reflecting the weakening of the yen, and during today's Asian morning tested the 110.75 resistance line. We could see the pair continue to trade in a bullish market as the upward trend line incepted since Tuesday seems to support the pair's direction. Should the bulls continue to be in charge, we could see the pair breaking the 110.75 resistance line and aim for the 111.30 resistance level. Should the bears take over, we could see the pair aiming, if not breaking, the 110.25 support line. In today's other economic highlights, in today's European session from Germany, we get the retail sales growth rate for May, the unemployment data for June, and from France, the preliminary release of the CPI EU normalized rate for June. Also in the European session, we get from the UK the current account balance and the final GDP growth rate, both for quarter one, while from the Eurozone we get the preliminary CPI rate for June. In the American session, we get Canada's GDP growth rate for April, and from the US, the personal consumption growth rate for May, the final release of the University of Michigan Consumer Sentiment Indicator for May, and last but not least, the Baker Hughes oil rig count figure. It must be noted that oil prices were seen strengthening during the past week, gaining a positive momentum from the unexpected release of the wide -9 million barrels drawdown, marked both by the EIA weekly crude oil inventories as well as the API weekly crude oil inventories. On another front, please bear in mind that the EU Council Summit is entering its second day and could create further volatility for Euro and GBP crosses. For more information, please read the full comment on IronFX.com or download our app and get all the information you need to trade. Also, you can follow us on Twitter, like us on Facebook, subscribe to our YouTube channel, or circle us on Google Plus to get more trading ideas. This is Angelos Zittis from IronFX, wishing you solid trading.